If you spend $20,000 on a new outdoor kitchen, does that mean that your home is now worth $20,000 more? Hi, this is Andrew with the Andrew Smith team at eXp Realty, and I saw a question very similar to that on the Nextdoor app last week, where someone was asking about the ROI of an outdoor improvement project that they were looking to make. I thought it was a topic that would be good to go into, as it's a question that's fairly common, and the answer depends on more than just the improvement, to be honest with you. So when you start looking at making home improvements and then trying to calculate the ROI, the difficulty and the challenge is that it's not just the improvement that is being factored in. Now, last week I did a video on how supply and demand affects home prices, and that same theory is applicable here. Here's what I mean. The overall market and what's going on in your local area is going to play a large role rather than just the improvements that it is that you're looking to make. So for instance, if you're in a hot area and pools are in high demand, and you're in a home that doesn't have a pool, and pool homes sell faster and for more money than non-pool homes, then for you, adding a pool could make sense. You are going to get a better return on that overall than you would have if you didn't have a pool. So there's, it depends. Basically, local market conditions definitely play into that. Also, when you look at the actual type of improvements that you're considering, it depends on what category those improvements would fall into. Here's what I mean. If we're talking a maintenance item, plumbing, electrical, air conditioning, heating, roof, okay, a buyer doesn't like having to make those type of repairs upon buying a home. So a buyer coming in that's writing an offer and attempting to purchase your home, they expect the plumbing to work. They expect heating and air conditioning. They expect no electrical problems, and they expect that the roof doesn't leak. If you've got issues in some of those areas, but you spend $10,000 remodeling your kitchen, the buyer is not going to be as impressed or concerned by the fact that they've got great new appliances when they have water coming in on the next rain because the roof leaks. So you've really got to, keep things in perspective on what in your particular home needs to be done. The other item is, bells and whistles. If you're looking at adding a, unbelievable surround sound system, or, installing speakers throughout your entire home that are very high level, depending on where you live, if you're a waterfront home in Miami, that may be expected in that neighborhood. If you're a standard residential home in a tract development in any other area in the country, that might not be such a good idea. You're not going to get the return on that. In general, kitchens and baths offer the best return overall. Those are two rooms that buyers focus on when they're looking at buying. If you've got a home that's very dated, it's got dated cabinets, dated appliances, old tile counters, and you're being compared to a home where they've gone ahead and redone the kitchen, they have new appliances, new cabinets, new countertops. The home with the updated kitchen, all else being equal, is going to sell faster and for more money than your home will. Are they going to get dollar for dollar back on that kitchen, the money they spent on that kitchen? Maybe, maybe not, depending upon the other market conditions. The other thing is, if most of the homes in your neighborhood, say, are a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and your home is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, if you were to add square footage and add a 4th bedroom, then that is absolutely going to offer you a good return on investment. You've kept the improvements that you're making consistent with what is common in your particular neighborhood. So the bottom line is, it really does depend on several different factors. And the other one in there is how long you're going to remain in the home. If you're going to put in an outdoor kitchen or a pool, and then you're planning on selling in 18 months, that's probably not worth it. You're not going to recover that money. But, if your family's at an age where those are things that you are likely to enjoy yourselves, over the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years, then that has value to you and your family over and above the return that you will possibly get when you sell. So hopefully that helps, gives you a little bit of guidance with regards to the improvements that you're looking to make. A lot of it has to do with your own personal needs and wants, and then also paying attention to what's common in your marketplace. But as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email, andrew@theandrewsmithteam.com, or give me a call at 888-447-9650. And I'd be happy to discuss your specific situation through with you and see if I can't offer you some advice that works for you.